Okay, so I want to show you guys something a lot of people are completely missing about customer acquisition now. But first, a quick intro. My name is Antonio Lamigueras, and I run a few companies. I run Solvent Global, Solvent Capital Partners, and the platform I'm about to show you now is called 6 Degree. So this year, some of the businesses that we did in my company did a bit over 180,000 pounds in sales. So I'm just trying to say that I'm hopefully qualified to talk to you about this subject, and I'd like to show you the exact system that I use for my clients. Um, if you're if I and I think if you understand this, you're gonna be years ahead of what most businesses do today. So what we can do here now is just take a look at what's happening in most businesses. So they're running a lot of their companies like it's 2015. They're buying lists, right? These CSV lists maybe with 10,000 contacts, and 40% are mostly outdated. And by the time they download them, they're sending them some generic message, hoping that for what, like a 2% response rate, maybe 3% if they're lucky. But here's the thing, and this is what most people don't understand. We're living in a world, a weird moment where data exists and we know exactly who needs your product and where they are and what they care about, where they're most likely to buy. And the information is out there. It's just that most people don't have access to it in a usable way. So there's this massive overhang between what's technically possible with the data and what businesses are actually doing. Um, so here's an example of what we're going to do here in one of the examples here. So here's the concept. So basically, this is what we've kind of built here. And what I want you to think about is that not as like a tool, but as like if you can imagine to see the entire business world mapped out in front of you, like every decision maker, every company, every opportunity, all of it searchable and visible. So this is 6 Degree, and what you're looking at here is not basically just dots on a map, but they're individuals. So there are 278 million individuals in our actual database that we used here. But what I've done here is I've loaded it up with around 10,000, just as an example here, so it doesn't overload the servers for this demonstration. And essentially, we've mapped it out geographically for any specific individual. So we can scroll down here to a cluster of individuals, and every single one of them is mapped out like this, 1, 2, 3. And when you click on a specific individual node, it gives you their personal information, where they live, their email, and their phone number. Um, so we can literally see where they are. And what we've done here is we've mapped out over 700 and well, over 278 million individuals with around 600 attributes each. So we're talking around 166 billion, if you do the math on that, estimated data points on the system here. Because each individual has around 300 to 600 attributes, meaning their types of income, their age, their email, their phone number, where they live, what they like to do, their household, their property, their districts, their economic data, and then their miscellaneous data as well. And just as an example here, we've mapped out 10,000 individuals on a specific database with their longitude and latitudes. So it gives us a very, very clear example here on how to utilize it. And the way that we structured this is that we built in a bunch of algorithmic solutions to find specific individuals and demographics and make it into a searchable interface. So the way that I use it for my businesses here is, let's say I'm trying to find someone in Miami or an individual in Miami here. I'll refresh it. So it's a separate, fresh one here. So let's say I'm looking for individuals here. I can say I'm looking for who have a net worth of 1 million plus. So I'm looking for individuals in Miami who have a net worth of 1 million plus, because the individuals who I'm going after might need to meet a certain income or net threshold. And therefore, for my specific business, I need to find those demographics. Because we have so many data points, you can filter out these data points directly like this and then directly search for them. So here it's mapped 100 records for me after finding that. And what it's done is it's found individuals in Miami who have a net worth of over $1 million. And we can see that their estimated income are plus 250,000. So it's or home value over $1 million. So what it'll do is it'll take the information directly from there. And on top of that, as you can see, in a lot of these individuals, they don't have their emails or phone numbers here. So what we've done is we've added something extra. So we've added the option where you can, if you ask the system for their email and phone number, it'll only show you ones that are within that specific demographic you searched for and the information you're requesting. So it makes it a lot easier for any of your sales teams or yourself, if you're a solo practitioner, to go out on your own and find the clients that you're looking for. And then also we've added this background profile button as well, just in case if you're looking for a specific individual and you really want to find their information. What this essentially does is it scrapes the entirety of the internet to look for who you're searching for, to fill in the gaps, so to speak, with the system. So here's an example here. We have Annie Marquette, and she lives at this address. And if we go ahead and click background profile search, it'll find 7 matching records here. So you can see a bunch of Ariane Mantbonettes, because there might be multiples of the same person. However, if we match it with where she lives, or if we know a little bit more information about her, we can kind of narrow down the searches in terms of who she is and where she might live, and then what actual information is correct or not. So you can see there's lists of phone numbers and emails here that we could reach out to. So, and this can all be then automatically put into an Excel sheet. Additionally, just to give an example of here of something that's a bit more retrospective for you to put into a CSV file, if you wanted to take it out of the system and then utilize it for your own campaigns, is that we've added a CSV download button, a JSON button, and a save button. So you can save it directly to your searches here if you want to. And then additionally, let's say if I wanted, so for Solvent Capital Partners, I run a fund, which means that I need to find accredited investors. And accredited investors are individuals who make a threshold of $250,000 a year. So I can't solicit individuals who have a net worth of under $250,000 a year, or have an income or a net worth of over $1 million, excluding the primary residence. So what I'll have to do is I'll go ahead and search for individuals. And let's say if I want in Montana. So Montana, let's say in Montana, that's worth 1 million plus. But not only that, I'm going to go ahead and say what I said previously, which was the fact that I want to only search for cell phones. I need their cell phones and I need their emails. So I'm saying cell phone yes, email yes here, and it will only show me individuals with my specific demographic, and only show me the ones that are verified, who have their emails and their phone numbers, which makes it useful for me to essentially put into a campaign. In a couple other videos in future, I can go ahead and show you how I can organize this and put this into a specific instantly campaign for cold outreach, which I've done for multiple businesses in the past and my own businesses. But here's an example here. So they all have emails and phone numbers, and these are B2B businesses as well. So their net worths are over $1 million plus. As you can see here, what we've done here is we can just go ahead and download it as a CSV, which comes up right here. So to give you an example here, I'm going to go ahead and load this up into an Excel file to show you exactly where I downloaded. Okay, so here's the search that we just did. I've opened it up in Google Sheets here, and we can see that it has their first name, last name, address, their state, city, zip code, phone number, and email. And it's all organized in a nice little thing. I've just limited it to 100 records here, but it allows you to search and just keep clicking search more. If you want more, you just click show more, and you can get as many as you want and then keep exporting it within that specific demographic. So this is a fantastic way for you to then search for as many individuals as you want and reach out to them. So this is a fantastic way to build lists of incredibly specified clients that allow you to get the big picture on these data sets, and to make sure to get your specific clients. So now you're increasing your overall success rate for your outreach. Instead of 2 to 3%, you can easily obtain something between 5 to 8% if you're lucky, and if you're smart about utilizing this system effectively, particularly if you're doing it within your demographic and also locally. So you can find yourself on the map wherever you may live in the United States, and then specialize around your specific area. It's definitely better for first-time users who are, wanting to sell locally because they know their client and they know their businesses. Um, so here's the thing, and this is a bit important. This isn't some far off future technology. This exists right now. So these types of databases are alive and well. And essentially, what we've done is we've just leveraged the ability to make it organized and searchable and visual on a map that allows businesses to get the information they need. The information is everywhere. It's on the internet. It's just the ability for it to search, make it organized, and make it searchable. And that's the difference a lot of the times between businesses that can scale from, up to $5,000 a month to businesses that can actually do $500,000 a month, right? Or more. Um, and as you find the clients that you need to find, you can always return back and then build your business and lists out from there. So this is just a brief example of what it is and how it can function. And hopefully I think you guys find this valuable. And again, for another factor as well. So we're adding the ability for you to upload your own lists, right? So you can visualize your own data and your own clients within your own system, all online. So it allows you to have a full understanding of where they are, who they are, and where they live, which is great for your business, your sales guys, and for expanding your businesses overall. So if you want to try something like this out, you can. There's a link in the description down below. It's just 6degree.io. It's a beta stage right now that we're building out. And if it provides value for you and your business, let me know. And anything else we can potentially add on to this. But I've used this in the past for my own businesses, and I think this is a product that I think a lot of individuals and businesses would like. So it's useful to me. Hopefully it's useful to you as well, and can help you gain clients. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this. Anyways, I'm Antonio Ramírez, and I'll see you on the other side.